Every woman that you've been with that has hurt you, used you, cheated on you, stolen from you, whatever it is, she showed you her red flags from day one. You chose to ignore them. And myself included, we show men all of our red flags. Now we pick the man that allows us to get away with the most nonsense. Now, if you don't...
One of the hardest truths to accept is that when you decide to walk away, they often blame you for ending the relationship and act like a victim. This way, they avoid feeling bad about their own actions. It's a manipulative tactic that
saw more potential in you than you saw in yourself. Those are not the kind of people that you play, because you think you played them, but you played yourself. Because
the number one trait of a good woman is she's naturally grateful. Where a lot of men get it wrong is they attach to ungrateful women. And in
today's society, where men have to deal with a variety of women with different characteristics and mannerisms, it becomes imperative for us to know the early signs of a red flag and quickly move on before we become too invested in the relationship. While many women may try very hard to hide their true character at the beginning, they, however, let out some red flags that exposes their inner devils. This video will delve into these traits, so you will be able to recognize when you are being manipulated, either by your ex that wants to come back, or in the relationship you are in presently, so you can quickly decide when it's time to go your own way.
The reality is, a lot of men will say, she lied to me in the beginning, she was so good, she lied to me, she lied to me, she lied to me. Women never, ever, ever lie. Never do they lie. They might not say the truth, but they always show you the truth. Every woman that you've been with that has hurt you, used you, cheated on you, stolen from you, whatever it is, she showed you her red flags from day one. You chose to ignore them. And myself included, we show men all of our red flags. Now we pick the man that allows us to get away with the most nonsense. Now, if you don't have many red flags as a woman, what will happen is you attract a man with really clear boundaries. What will happen is a man with boundaries can only be with a woman who doesn't have many red flags, because they're a perfect match. She doesn't do too much, he doesn't tolerate too much. They work really well. But a woman filled with red flags will only select a man who's filled with low self-esteem. She will find the man who doesn't know how to exert his boundaries, doesn't know how to look for red flags, and doesn't know how to stand up for himself. That's the man she will select. The reality...
Men, listen. You must build your self-esteem to the level that you will start repelling these bad women. Notice how many of these modern women move away from you once you set your boundaries and don't tolerate shit. That is because they know they can't use you. They would rather pick the one they can use. Understand this. It's not a loss. You will just figure out early she is not good for you. That high self-esteem will attract only good women into your life. And since there are not many, only a few will be in your circle. If you can't get any, it's best you just be on your own.
When people change, they don't always tell each other directly anymore. Instead, they start disrespecting, ignoring, and becoming busier than before. They stop communicating, cross your boundaries, and hurt you in subtle and not so subtle ways. These behaviors are clear signs that you need to recognize your importance in their lives. One of the hardest truths to accept is that when you decide to walk away, they often blame you for ending the relationship and act like a victim. This way, they avoid feeling bad about their own actions. It's a manipulative tactic that shifts the guilt onto you, making you question your decision and your self-worth. Times are different now. Lying in relationships has become a trend. The more you can trick people into trusting you, the cleverer you are considered. It used to be shameful to deceive someone you care about. Now it's disturbingly normalized in many circles. Recognize these patterns and protect your self-worth.
There you have it. I'm sure some of you that have dealt with narcissists will recognize this pattern. The blame shifting and victim claiming is always consistent with them. If you leave a toxic relationship, don't let anyone make you feel guilty for it. You took the best decision for yourself. Own it and move on.
You cannot play someone whose intentions were genuine from the jump. You cannot play someone whose heart was pure. You cannot play someone who literally wanted nothing but the best for you. You cannot play someone that saw more potential in you than you saw in yourself. Those are not the kind of people that you play, because you think you played them, but you played yourself. Because I guarantee you, the second that you go trying to look for that person as someone else, you go out in the other dating world, you go back on Tinder swiping left and right, you are not going to find a soul like that again. Because those people are rare. They are unique. And all of us are. I'm not saying that we're not. But when you have someone that comes into your life, doesn't want you for your money, doesn't want you for the things you have, doesn't want you for the way you look, wants you for your soul, and you play them, nah. You played yourself. You played yourself so bad, so bad. And you know what? That's not even their loss. Because they're going to keep being a loyal person. They're going to keep being genuine. They're going to keep being loving. And all of that in their future relationships. You lost the person that would have been everything you have ever dreamed of. And now you will spend the rest of your life searching for that in other people. And you have the audacity to think that you played them. You played yourself.
This is more applicable to men than women. We all know women are the ones mostly out here looking for and starting a relationship with people they can manipulate. Get married to them, divorce them, and get half their life work. Most of these women think they play this type of men only to come back to the dating world and get played by bad boys who they choose to enjoy their spoils with. Then in the end, they come to social media and blame all men. Usually women are the ones choosing these bad boys with in mind they can change them, while they leave good guys who don't need changing. Crazy, isn't it?
The number one trait of a good woman is she's naturally grateful. Where a lot of men get it wrong is they attach to ungrateful women and entitled women. And the reason they attach to that is because there's an ego boost in trying to get the ungrateful woman to appreciate what you've done because you feel like you've actually earned something. It's an ego boost. Like if a woman is naturally grateful, you don't have to do a lot to impress her. But an ungrateful, entitled woman, you have to do more. So men end up investing more in the entitled woman because she takes more for her to crack a smile. So they end up investing in the wrong women all the time. But in a woman that is naturally grateful, what will happen is that sense of appreciation will always be there. And when a man is appreciated, what it does is it acts as fuel for working harder in the future, but it also acts as a barrier for infidelity.
Nope, I don't agree with that. Men's needs are simple, and whether the woman is grateful or not, men always want variety. The only thing is, a man will wife up the woman that is easily pleased and will keep the demanding and toxic one in the girlfriend zone. Except, of course, she is talking about low self-esteem men who only live for pleasing women.
Every time I've heard anyone say, oh, my ex broke up with me, she cheated on me, I need revenge, that's sick-minded. The only kind of revenge that you could get on a woman is this. Say goodbye politely, keep working hard, increase your value as a man, wait 3 years, 4 years, 6 years, and wait till you are the man, and she's just now some chick, 28, 29, and she's like, Tristan, you know, it should have always been you. Then you can either tell her no or break her heart again. Yep. Then you win. That's the only way to get revenge. Yep.
That's it right there, the alpha mentality. Never has a man sucked because a woman leaves you. When you think about it, you really didn't gain anything from this woman, except for the self-imposed self-worth that you mentally placed on yourself for landing a woman like that, which is really a false self-worth. So move on, be an alpha version of yourself over the years, and be the type of man she will hope to be back to. Then you can have your revenge. If you like this video, like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Also give your take on the chat section. It's always appreciated. Till next time, this is your guardian.